Hi, and welcome to our outdoor school lesson on tree identification. We are going to be talking about a really cool system that the city of Portland has made surrounding trees called heritage trees. But before we get going on that, let's think and/or talk about the word heritage. What is heritage to you? Pause the recording and take a moment to think and/or talk with a neighbor about what the word heritage means to you. Heritage can be anything in a built environment, like a certain type of house or dwelling. It can involve the natural environment, like the passing down of a relationship to the land and certain values surrounding the land. It can also be an artifact, like a specific item used and/or created by a culture for anything from entertainment to items used for everyday life. The definition of heritage is the background from which one comes, or any sort of inherited property or goods. An example of heritage is ancestry. Another example of heritage is culture, including specific celebration or days of observation. Another example is money left to a child in their parent or caregiver's will. And another example is a property that can be inherited or an inheritance. I would like you all to take a minute to pause the video and think about or talk with a neighbor about these questions. Who can share some examples from your community's heritage? And what are some things that are passed down to you from people in your community before you? In other words, what is your heritage? As Oregonians, there are bills and programs that are given to us from communities before us. Some examples are the Bottle Bill. The Bottle Bill was created in 1971 to address a growing litter problem along Oregon beaches, highways, and other public spaces. People pay a 10-cent deposit when they purchase certain containers at grocery stores, shops, etc. And when they recycle the container by returning it to a redemption center, they receive a 10-cent refund per container. Public beaches. The Oregon Beach Bill, passed in 1967, established public ownership of the land along the Oregon coast from the water up to the 16 vertical foot mark above the low tide mark. Another really cool bill and program that has been passed down to us is the Outdoor School for All bill. So in 2016, Oregon voters passed Measure 99 that dedicated lottery dollars to fund outdoor school programs across the state so that every 5th and 6th grade student has the opportunity to go to outdoor school. How cool is that? Another thing that Portland has done as a city is created a system called heritage trees. Heritage trees are trees that have been formally recognized by the Portland City Council for their unique size, age, historical, or horticultural significance. Once accepted by the council, heritage trees are designated with a small plaque so they can be identified by the public and listed in the heritage tree database. There are over 300 heritage trees throughout Portland, and new trees are added each year. Anyone can nominate a heritage tree. Heritage trees are protected by city code. Once designated, no heritage tree can be removed without the consent of the Urban Forestry Commission and the Portland City Council. The ordinance further states that it is unlawful for any person without a prior written permit from the forester to remove, destroy, cut, prune, break, or injure any heritage tree. No heritage tree can be removed without the consent of the Urban Forestry Commission and the Portland City Council. These are some cool examples of heritage trees in the Portland area. All heritage trees have a plaque on them with the information on their name, both their common name and their scientific name, and it also includes the date they were nominated as a heritage tree. If any of you have been to the Portland State University Library in downtown Portland, that library is built around a heritage tree. How cool is that? These are some ways that you can find heritage trees and more information on them. The Portland Parks Recreation and Urban Forestry website allows you to use your location to see what heritage trees are around you. You can also zoom out and see all of Portland. You can also click on the tree and it will give you information as well as a photo of the tree. Another website is called Canopy Analytics. This website is community-based. There's a lot of options on the left side of the website that let you control your view, including where you can find heritage trees. They are the purple dots when they're turned on. This website will let you see where people have identified trees throughout Portland. Some people have provided photos and some are left blank for you to find. It directs you to a Google Street View to see where the trees are in real life. For our learning target today, scientists will be able to identify heritage trees in their neighborhood and practice using a dichotomous key to identify trees. For your fieldwork as scientists, your first step is to locate a heritage tree near your house and investigate its history. Then you will go to the Outdoor School Anywhere website and find the Tree ID slides. Watch and read the slides on how to use a dichotomous key to identify a tree. And then at the very end of the slides, there's a video on the Outdoor School Challenge for tree identification. Have fun exploring your community and identifying trees.